Hey, it's PE with Coach Smith with 8 different holiday stations.
So this station is called Cookie Exchange, and I got this from my dear friend Christina Fuller. She uses a cookie sheet, but I thought, why not just use the tub lids that I have for equipment? So I've got 4 of these, one for each group, and then a tennis racket. She used a spatula with the beanbag, but again, I was trying to save some money, so I just used a tennis racket. You could use a ping pong paddle, pickleball paddle, any type of paddle that you use in class. And so one person stands on the block line, and they're using the cookie sheet and trying to catch the beanbag when it comes to them. The second person puts the beanbag on the tennis racket, and they are flipping it to their partner. So it looks like this. They flip it up in the air, and our partner would try to catch it. So I think this one's gonna be a fun one, called Cookie Exchange. So this station is called Sleigh Rides, and so you will have one partner that is the reindeer, and they are holding the pool noodles, okay? And then you have another student that is sitting. We have them sit crisscross on the scooter, and so they are holding the end of the rein here. And we are walking. We don't allow them to run just because our scooters are super fast, but they walk down around the cone and back. And so they are pulling this sleigh like this. Super fun. The kids love it. It tends to get a little out of control, I will admit, if they do start running. So just be cautious of that, but this is a fun one called Sleigh Rides. So for our younger kids, we don't do sleigh rides. Instead, we switch it around and add a bucket. You could also put a laundry basket on top. We trade out the shorter noodles for one long one, tuck it in the side, and now you have a shopping cart. And the first person goes down, goes all the way down, picks up one toy, and puts it in their basket, brings it back, and puts it in their hoop, and they collect as many toys as they can. They love it. So, shopping spree. So this station is called Elf Dice Yoga. So all of the groups will have a paper like this. They roll the dice. One person is the timer. If you don't have timers, you can always have them count to 10 or watch the clock, and they simply roll the dice and do the yoga pose. I will have these linked in the comments of this video. It's a free download, so use it, and hope your kids enjoy the elf yoga. So this one's called Snowball Fight. You could call it something else, just Snowball Throw if you want, but each group will be in line behind their spot, and they will throw from their spot. They get 3 shots, 3 snowballs to try to knock down the snowman bowling pin. I will tell you that we will decorate the snowman to look a little cuter. We also have some snowmen that we will hang from the mats up there just to kind of liven up the station a little bit. I also have on my channel, and I'll link it, is some throwing targets that I've used. Instead of throwing at the snowballs, we have the projector going, and they're throwing against the wall to the different targets that are winter themed, snowflakes, snowman, penguins, things like that. So I'll link that in the video as well. So this is our snowboarding station, and we did our balance boards. If you have spooner boards, you could do that as well. But we have one partner that simply stands at their cone with the timer, and it's a 30-second timer, and they just turn it upside down while their partner bounces on the balance board. When we use the balance boards, we do tell our partner to face out, step on the board, and then kind of balance first, and maybe take one hand away, and then try to balance. So, super fun one where we can incorporate our balance boards a little bit more, and snowboarding. So this game is called Put Up the Tree or Decorate the Tree, and they're simply using the buckets to build a Christmas tree. Now, we have them split up with their partners behind their cone. When the music starts, they take one bucket down, they run down to the line, probably about 10, 15 feet away, and they start building that lower level. We use 12 buckets on the bottom level, and then tell them they can just go up as they want. If they end up using all the buckets before our time is up in that station, we simply have them run down, get a bucket, bring it back, and then even out the stacks here at the start line. So that helps us be ready for the next station as well in their cleanup, because this seems to be the one that takes the longest to clean up, so that is always very helpful too. And they really love the buckets. If you don't have the Speed Stacks buckets, you can use the Speed Stacks cups. You can also use solo cups or plastic cups, and it's called Decorate the Tree. we are doing some cardio drumming. And if you haven't ever done that in your PE class, I highly suggest it. We use noodles and the buckets from Lowe's, and they simply follow the routine that will be on the screen. So I think they're gonna enjoy this one. We will just do like a happy dance or some fun cardio drumming that I find on YouTube, and I will link that one as well in the comments. So cardio drumming.